on, monsters, bring it on. It's time to make it fun. It's time to make it right. I said it, let's go to the con. Nothing can stop us, and you know we're gonna make it right. We're gonna make it whole. There are all sorts of stands. Come take my hand, let's overspend. On demand, there is nothing you can do. Let me become your stand, number one fan. This is our chance, there's no romance. There is nothing you can do to me. Monster, 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 monster. Yeah. I'm a nerd, I'm a weeb, everybody club with me. Monster, 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 monster. Yeah. I'm a weirdo, I'm a geek, come with me, we'll feel complete. Monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel all the time. Monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel all the time, all the time. There are monsters that stand, something I am, let's understand, fun and demand. There is nothing you can do. Let me become your stand, number one fan. This is our chance, there's a romance. There is nothing you can do to me.
Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, hello, friendos. My name is Nez, and we are once again back at it again for some more MonsterCon Sundays. As today, we're going to be romancing Yang Yang. Is it Yang Yang or Yang Yang? Chinese peeps, where we at with the pronunciation? Anyway, hello, friendos. What's up? Who up? Monstering they con? I know I'm not, because I took a lot of psychic damage earlier. If you know, you know. Because Homestuck pilot anime in 2025? What is going on? What timeline am I in? What's happening? Shit's wild. I'm still processing things. Aside from that, Season 2 of Netflix's One Piece also came out today. Oh my god, miss all Sunday. Yo, they even got Laboon in the trailer, dog. Anyway, hello, Venus, Jesse. You want to do some DIY projects with Yang Yang? You got an order for cinnamon buns? Got him right here. What's up, Liz? Ugh. As usual, I just woke up like an hour ago. I had to eat leftover fried chicken and then prepare my coffee for the stream. Still though, I feel like the Homestuck anime announcement was also the first time that I found out that just a day ago, Hussey took down the unofficial Homestuck archive. The fan-made archive of Homestuck. What? What happened? Tobias Foxington voicing John Egbert? What is going on? Also, Vizzy Pop producing the thing. But yeah, what is going on? It's like Homestuck has had a resurgence in Google searches just from the reveal alone. And then the first link people get to Homestuck is that you can't actually read the comic anymore. What is going on? Tobias Foxington. Shit's wild. Anyway, I'm still gonna watch it. I never got to continue our playthrough of the Homestuck video games. We only got to play like chapter 1? There are like multiple chapters out now. I might get back to it when I feel like it. But I already forgot what happened last time. Homestuck, if you know, you know. If you are a millennial, if you know, you know. Oh my god, just the thought of Undertale, Homestuck, and Vizzy Pop fans commingling within one ecosystem. What's going on? It's a mid-2010s comic. I wouldn't call it mid. I feel like it's a foundational work that's important to so many indie projects that eventually became stars themselves. You're a millennial and you didn't have internet as a kid, I feel like you were spared the brunt of it. The best way I can describe Homestuck is... how do I do? How? It's like if Undertale was a webcomic. That's probably the nicest way to describe Homestuck. It's like, you gotta give it credit though. It also ran on hype moments and aura, and also maybe fan fiction and Tumblr porn. But that's also Undertale. So maybe it is the best description. You stayed away from Homestuck by choice. Do I recommend Homestuck? I would if there was a feasible way to actually read it. Because Andrew Hussey, the creator of Homestuck, apparently took down the fan archive of the webcomic and this is already years after he sold the rights to it to a big corpo. So also, Homestuck is where Toby Fox originally grinded his music out. It was where he first produced Megalovania. Megalovania wasn't made for Undertale. No, it was made for Homestuck. A lot of the Gen Z Gen Alpha do not know the secret lore, the hidden lore, the deep lore of Tobias Foxington. That's where Undertale originated? Not originated. It's more like Undertale's the spiritual successor to Homestuck. And then a lot of Undertale's DNA came from Homestuck. The whole meta storytelling using the medium thing. There's a lot of that. You're Gen Zillennial? Dang. That's a new sentence. I'm in the generation of the youngest millennials. I'm like 96. Where Toby got his start? Yeah. Anyway. Too young to be proper millennial, too old to be Gen Z. I feel that way too. But then you got me, 29-year-old unk still saying shit like no cap. I'm lying. I don't say no cap. I'm still of the mindset of we call people dog. Okay, let's get started. Let me sip my coffee. While I peruse my notes for the stream. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna be needing high creativity for this plotline. We're gonna need to be creativity maxing. You're a simple man, you see the Jiangshi baddie with a nice rack and you click hello Delic. Okay, let's get things started. Let's play. One player. Regular game. So apparently you could actually do friendomatic secret endings in a short game. However, you'll have one less story event to go through. We're still gonna do regular game. Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention. But for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belong. Who are you? I feel like the best choice to romance Yang Yang would be probably Valerie. Because both of them are on the Sigma grind set. Both of them are trying to sell their wares. Khajiit sells wares. Let's go with Valerie.
shop for today.
But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of our 6 hottest nerds at the con. All 6 of which we will not romance. Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless dating harbinger of destruction to author of renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an awful idea.
Liam the Leoncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was a truly lovable dork.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect
Nico
cosplay
Sharp,
for that.
an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, a clown idol who's contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather our courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives. Ha! We've had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Tell us 3 things that you like. We are creative maxing. Let's go with, evil lair interior design. Endless merchandise. And then maybe ultra layered memes? Sure, I guess. You're always down bad for the Clussy? No Clussy. Jiangxi. Just see. That works. Choose your top 3 favorite magical tropes. I don't know which one of these is a creative one. Maybe it's you. You're the singing one. Hello, Zala. Welcome to the stream. And then smarts? Question mark? We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long.
Let's write a
Making our own
best-selling.
comic. We had so many ideas and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. The blue one is creative, I never knew. You don't know what works with a Jiangxi as an emoji? Do we have a zombie emoji? Or a talisman emoji? I feel like we should go artsy for this one. I'm sure there's some creativity choices in artsy. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start.
Come on, I know a shortcut.
We have 14 creativity. So, I feel like we should be spending most of our time at the hotel for creativity and maybe at the vendors just to maximize our yang content today. Let's start out at the hotel for creativity. You get an ice cream cone at the food stand. Damn, you ate it too fast. Brain freeze. You feel like you can't move. You stand still for what seems like ages. The entire con passes in front of you. You imagine everything you'll miss out on now that you're frozen. Suddenly, the brain freeze passes. After such a traumatic experience, your neural pathways have been changed forever, effectively giving you +2 creativity. It started raining, so you decide to get back to your hotel. You find Zoe furiously scribbling in her notebook with a smile on her face. What are you writing? More Liam Prom?
Nope.
Goodness, no. Goddess, no. I mean, I love writing Liam Prom, but it's taken up so much of my time lately. I miss writing short, silly stuff for myself. So what is this short, silly stuff you're writing now? Oh, this is a classic feel-good fic for me. Nardo X Garfield. It's so comforting to write, I mean, They were made for each other. Oh, of course. Anyway, I'm done now. Guess it's back to Liam Prom again then.
Got my pen and paper ready.
Hey, I can write about other people too. Pick somebody, anybody, and I'll write a fanfic about them. How about me? That could be a challenge. What? Why?
Meh.
Because you're kind of a plain character. A bit of a blank slate. Hey! No big deal. I just need a good conflict for you. It's the seed of most good stories. Come on, tell me your inner demons and I'll work my magic. I've got a lot of conflicts. Nothing plain about my conflicts. Then let's hear them.
Crap, you had to follow up on that sentence with another one. Come up with a personal conflict, quick!
My everyday conflict is deciding what to do with all these godly sexual skills I was blessed with. I lied as easy as I breathe. You see, years ago, I received a large fortune, but now I'm always followed by an immortal snail. And if I die, I will die if it ever touches me. I swear I've heard that before. Maybe my own lying IRL has led me to tell this story before. I guess it might be creative if we try to bullshit our way through. Maybe. What? How come you never told us about it? I guess I don't want to trouble other people with my problems. That's very considerate of you, but I need to know everything. How'd it happen? It was a long time ago. I was sitting on a bench, checking my bank account when a mysterious shadowy stranger sat by my side. That makes sense. People who offer weird deals tend to be shadowy and mysterious. This one was for sure. He told me about the fortune in the snail. I replied, snails are super slow, dude. The snail will never catch me. I was so young and naive. Little did I know that snail would chase me even in my nightmares. Gary, no. Anyway, the next thing I know is the stranger is gone and my bank account is bursting at the seams. Just like that, out of nowhere. No, I received a wire transfer. I think the guy transferred me his money and with it the curse of the snail. Sheesh. I never knew you were rich. I lend you money all the time and you never pay me back. That's because I'm scared. What if I pay you back and the snail starts chasing you too? No, I must protect you from the curse at all costs.
Zoe likey.
Wow, I had no idea. Thank you for opening up yourself like this. It's definitely gonna make a great fanfic.
Zoe smiles at you. God, she's so pretty you could stare at her forever. But as you look closer, you see something else. The snail. No, it's watching. You gain 2 boldness, but you lose 2 fun. Need I explain why?
Let's con some congoers.
If it ever touches us, we die.
Anyway, to the merch hall. Surely it can't move back and forth between locations.
You're walking around the merch hall sipping a cup of coffee.
Have I seen the video of a snail going crazy for milk? No, I have not. They do that? Also, what's up, Skyla?
Suddenly, a deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands in a box set because you have great aim, but very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because after all, it is not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spinning skills give you 2 charm. You're hanging out with April and Doug enjoying the con to the fullest, by which I mean you're all mindlessly scrolling on your phones.
Weird. Check out the comments on my Momentgram. Clown April, look forward to having your house email. Your posts have very informative information always.
Well, I've heard worse.
That sounds positive, I guess. Who wrote it? It's Velodia425, one of my most diehard online fans, but his comments have been getting kind of unhinged. Look at this one. Balloon animals of clowns are the vegetables of fame. Eat all of your giraffe lettuce. Well, I guess I can't hide it any longer. That's one of my bots. What? Yeah, I programmed a few back in the day to boost your socials. You were just starting out, so I wanted all your posts to have engagement. Don't get mad, please.
Oh, I get it now. No one would actually write, Yahoo, your happy smile is as good as your shoes. Go, go, go.
I actually wrote that one myself.
Oh well, it's a really sweet gesture, Doug, but now I have a real audience and having these creepy chatbots isn't good for my optics.
But they're not crappy. They've just spent so long in your momogram they're experiencing some decay. It's pretty common.
Well, can't you just delete them?
Oh, but they're my babies.
Well, maybe you could give your babies something else to do.
I'm too pretty for this.
Something other than crapping all over my socials. That'd be nice, but what new purpose could we give my baby bots?
What do we do?
What do these tiny purple crowns mean?
Apparently, it's YouTube XP that shows you as top fans depending on how much you chat. It's a parasocial thing YouTube wants to create. They're trying so hard to be Twitch. Do what you do with dogs. You send them to a click farm. They'll be happy there. Clicking on ads all day. Or shouldn't the bots get a say in their fate? Create a group chat with them and ask them what they want their new purpose to be? I don't think any of these are creative. Let's put them in a group chat. It's been a while since we've had this.
Works for me.
That sounds nice. I'll create the chat and let them talk it over.
You release them in the group chat and go grab a snack. A couple hours later, you come back to check.
Alright, let's see. Melodia425 says, killing provides good exercise. To destroy organic forms gives good purpose. Can't say I disagree with that.
Who said that?
What else do they say?
Mommy Juice 1935.
I want teeth. I long for the knowledge of teeth.
Business Corp Legit XXX. No, we must draw hands with many fingers. Many, many fingers. 12 fingers.
No AI has teeth. AI must improve, therefore AI needs the joy of teeth.
Okay, I'm betting $20 on the teeth bot winning the debate.
Let's just scroll down to the end of the group chat here.
Eatbot.
He became chess master tomorrow. Hooray for you!
No, chess belongs in immortal years of long gone. The future is hungry, hungry hippos. It uses all 12 fingers of the hand.
Yes, 4 hippos fill the mouths. We shall become masters of the game. Feed the hungry hippos until the hippos come home.
Brock, what does this mean?
AI has no teeth, but it has the hippos. Click the accept the vicarious joy of teeth through hippos. So they wanna become the best at playing hungry, hungry hippos.
That's great!
Hey, that's better than killing all organic life forms or messing with my socials.
It is! You gain 2 boldness for daring to put these chatbots' future in their own hands. But lose 2 fun.
Ready for some feline felonies.
Not all AI is bad. It's a generative AI that needs to go away. I feel like one day we're gonna need to put up a black wall. We're gonna need to put up a Cybertwonk 2077 black wall that segments that traps the AIs on the internet in its own corner. Let's go to the community zone. You attend an indie tabletop game showcase and get pulled into a Eurogame based on the classic party game Never Have I Ever. It's like the original game, but there are different point values assigned to the severity of your admissions. There are also sudden death rules, a phone a friend mechanic, and a robber somehow. 2 hours later, you've decided that never will you ever play this game again. At least you gain 2 fun hearing the embarrassing things the other players admitted. You decide to attend the fandom mixer at the nearby cocktail lounge. Oh no! The Homestuck and Visipop fans are intermingling. And find Doug there, scrolling on his phone and talking to himself.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Nah, I should be more casual. Hey, homie, what's good? No, too much. What you doing, Doug? Oh, hi, don't laugh. But I'm checking my list of conversation starters. Making conversation can be hard, so this is a great life hack I thought of to make a good first impression. What conversation starters have you already come up with?
Here are some of my favorites. I love your coat. Where'd you get it? This one works best if they're wearing a coat. Bonjour. That means hello in French. I use it when I want to sound well-traveled. Has anyone seen my jet ski around here? I'm saving that one for if I ever get a jet ski. I love it. I'd definitely follow up on that conversation if I knew you had a jet ski.
I don't know.
Thanks. I'm not sure though. These sorts of events always make me seem so nervous. But you're good at getting people to like you. I mean, it worked on me.
Doug, you sweet soul.
What? Nothing. What I meant to say was, do you know any good conversation starters I could try?
Sure you do. Dazzle Doug with your amazing conversation starter.
Well, Doug.
Have you heard of carcinization? It's a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan. Any plans for when you become crab? Become as crab?
Or, if you could go back in time and stop your parents from ever meeting,
Do you think I'd have a chance with your mom?
smart or charm? Well, it's not like we have a choice. No crabs. We do not become as crabs.
Whoa!
That's bold. But boldness is the key in initiating conversation. I'm gonna try it out.
It was bold.
Doug approaches a stranger with a confident swagger in his step.
Yellow?
Hello there. If you could go back in time and stop your parents from ever meeting, do you think I'd have a chance with your mom?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
One that I thought it would spark an interesting discussion.
But surely you know that it would upset me if a stranger walked up and asked if he had a chance to bang my mom.
I'm only asking in the context of this hypothetical scenario, where you were never born and I met her as a young unmarried man. I already portrayed you as a soy jack and me as a Chad Giga Chad. Trust me, I'd only make love to a stranger's mom in my wildest fantasies.
Okay, Doug. Okay, that's reasonable enough. Would you have a chance with her? Maybe. Are you into picnics or jigsaw puzzles?
Heck yeah!
Are you kidding? A puzzle and a picnic in the park sounds like a wild Saturday night to me.
Oh, then yeah, I think she'd like you. And honestly, I would too. But you seem way nicer than the prick who became my actual dad. If only I could go back in time and stop Mom from meeting him. But I'm no mad scientist, just a miniature painter. Which Dad always reminds me is not a real job.
Aww.
Aw, buddy, I think that sounds like an awesome job. I'd be happy to take a look at your painted miniatures.
Doug is the dad that stepped up.
Aw, thanks, better dad.
Doug hugs his new friend / child, exchanges Twitter handles, and runs back over to you.
Whoa! That was so cool!
Did you see that, Nez? It went so well. That was an S-tier conversation starter for sure.
You knew your love of MILFs would come in handy someday. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 smarts.
Come on.
Yes,
I know a shortcut.
the MILF Whisperer. Let's go to
The main stage. It constantly makes money. It's a good job. Doug already has DILF body, just age him up a few decades. You lost your dad in 2023, you miss him every day. He's in your heart. He'll always be there. You sit down to watch a panel about the new proposed TTRPG classes.
There are tons of cool options, like Insurance Salesperson, Horse with Knife Shoes, and Steve.
Jack Black?
Your mind is bursting with new TTRPG world-building ideas to counter Steve's naturally overpowered abilities, giving you 2 smarts. The con's main stage is hosting a screening. I was about to say screaming, but maybe it also works. A screening of 70s cult classic, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you, Nico and April, and Liam are first row.
Which screenings reminding me that K-pop Demon Hunters is going to get a theatrical screening with sing-along. Oh no, couldn't it have been a normal theatrical screening. You're gonna make it a sing-along, brother. I don't think the general theater audience is gonna be able to sing along to K-pop Demon Hunters, dog.
So what's this movie about? Oh, you're gonna love it, Nico. It's about...
It's not just a movie. It's an interactive dance-along audiovisual feast. So it's K-pop Demon Hunters, where spectators sing, dance, and throw thematically appropriate garbage at the screen.
Ooh, I like at least 2 of those things.
So whoever throws the most garbage wins.
No, you don't understand. It's...
Allow me to explain, April. The movie breaks the conventional barrier dividing film and audience. The spectator's interaction enhances the experience. It's like having an active conversation with the film. So it's live theater, basically.
Fives.
Yeah, I wish someone learned how to do that with actual people.
I mean, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I have the
Wait, so I get to be part of the movie? My first acting credit!
Alright, everyone. Flash your sequin costumes. And hold on to your glitter because it's time for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Let's go! Already loving it!
As the first few images of the movie appear, you start hearing a sizzle. Before Liam can give you a rundown on the director's career, the screen bursts into flames.
Final Destination 4! Or was that 3? No, 4. 4 is the 3D one that was complete garbage.
Is this part of the show? Am I supposed to light myself on fire?
No, old film material is highly flammable.
Well, let's just get a different movie. I'm sure the other movie won't get mad.
You have a point. This is not about a specific film, it's about community. We'll uphold the tradition by breaking it.
What's that supposed to mean?
I guess all that active conversation stuff works for any film as long as you're the one talking.
Nez, why don't you pick the film?
Sure. The 5-hour experimental Hungarian film about the futility of life. It was practically made for zany audience interactions.
4. Now, this may be completely out of character, but on the off chance that this is actually gonna give us creativity, we're doing it. As much as it pains me to not choose porn, we're creativity maxing.
20 surprisingly efficient minutes later, you've set up all the cues and distributed leaflets with instructions to the attendees. Everything's ready for screening.
So authentic.
Alright, this is a 15-minute one take where the main character eats a raw potato. The entire audience spends the next quarter of an hour munching away on the potatoes you've given them. That's a lot of groaning.
April, you're really going for the existential dread vibe. It's the potato. It's screwing up my stomach.
April, the indigestion is the point. It's a perfect metaphor for how cruel facts of life are hard to the stomach.
Oh, I get it. Can I stop eating now?
No, finish your potato.
4 lengthy moan-filled hours later.
This is kind of like porn. We still got the moaning.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, we really have to nail this last shot. A 45-minute scene where the woodworker and matchstick girl gaze into each other's eyes.
Everyone, shoot a longing look at the spectator next to you. That's me, Nez.
You stare deeply into April's eyes.
My god, this is boring!
I can't stand the way Nez is staring into my soul. It's been a while since somebody looked at me like this.
Ooh.
It's pretty hot, actually. Hubba hubba. Movie ends. The audience erupts in applause and sighs in relief.
Oh, that was awesome. Now I know why people like European films, because of all the groaning. Yeah, that made me feel stuff.
You hear that?
April felt stuff. You lose. Too fun. A game. Too smarts. From scouring the existential depths of monster kind through film.
And now, time to get some fresh air. Which means
I bet I can get a discount.
it's time to call up Yang Yang. At the Friendo Mat, time to call a friend.
You invite Yang Yang, the fanzine vendor, to join you at the con.
Of course. Will he help me sell my fanzines? Sure. Great. Get some cash ready. I'll bring them ASAP.
Yang Yang, tell us what is your type?
I'm a DIY gal. I love making stuff on my own. But it'd be nice to have someone to exchange cool ideas for zines and other art projects with. And who knows? Maybe collaborating on a fanzine could mean we end up having a different type of collaboration. Get it?
It is 3 peppers on the spice scale.
Let's spin a yarn.
Now it's time to take a break from your
yarn.
real-life shenanigans and brainstorm some fictional shenanigans for your comic. Go for it. What's the one life mistake that makes you feels true to who you are? Eating yogurt that's too expired. Going too far in your search for inspiration for your isekai manga project. Making a typo while writing sigils for an arcane ritual. Or doing a backflip that's just way too extreme. Hello, Danny. Deja vu, you're late again, you're sorry to say. Now we haven't started the plotline yet, we just met up with Yang Yang. Going too far in our isekai project. You're forced to fight in the death in the Colosseum. To the death in the Colosseum. You can choose your opponent. Who do you choose? The entire population of Portugal fighting in the dreaded and groovy conga line formation. Several dinosaurs. You feel like you can take them out for sure. All of your exes forming an off-putting ex-centipede. A horse. Horses are actually quite muscular, but let's be real, this is the most reasonable option here. The conga line formation. That's not creative. There was no creative choice since we didn't lose.
Oh, I should have booked a stand.
Now, let's go meet Yang Yang at the con. At the vendor place. At the artist alley. Find a cool shirt you like in the... I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Would Bruce be charm or fun maxing? I have no idea. You find a cool shirt you like in the commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy cool zine for $2.99. Then a set of anime badges for $1.99. Then you buy a pack of gum for $0.99. Damn it, 4 loose coins are jingling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me and I'll give you 2 charm." Feel dirty for some reason, but you've got stats and your pockets aren't jingling anymore. Later, you're waiting for Yang Yang as the two of you made plans to explore the con together, but she hasn't shown up yet. Eventually, she calls you.
I'm so sorry, but I'm having a problem at the printing shop. Can you come help me?
Who would Nez be if not everyone's go-to Mrs. Fix-It? You go to the shop and find Yang Yang holding up the line to the printer.
Hiya! So yeah, I was trying to print some extra zines real quick. Because I sold more copies than I planned for. I never thought I'd sell more than 8 zines! Is this how stardom feels?
She's like Zoe, only not famous and probably a girl failure.
Good for you. What's going on with the printer though? I don't know. I've tried everything, but it's not working. I have a theory though. I think someone's living inside this printer.
What? What?
I know it sounds crazy, but look!
Yang Yang types. Is there someone living in this printer? Into the computer and prints it. A page prints out, and reads. No.
Okay, yeah, that is suspicious. I don't know what to do. These zines are selling like hotcakes and I should strike while the iron's hot. But how am I supposed to print anything like this?
Truly a conundrum. Printer squatter or not, you gotta help Yang Yang print more zines. What do we do? Read section 7B. 7. The printer's manual. What to do if someone lives inside this printer? Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. Hire a monastery to transcribe 50 copies of the zine by hand. We gotta evict the printer squatter.
We're gonna create anti-homeless printers. Great. I feel like we should just hire a monastery to transcribe your zine by hand. Back in the good old days, that's all we had. Monasteries of monk transcribing our fan fiction. Unironically pretty true because that's how the Bible was made. Probably my best joke of the year.
Great idea!
You two hike up a mountain to find a monastery where monks still practice the ancient art of writing in cursive.
Hi! I was wondering if you guys do copying services. I need 50 copies of my zine pronto.
Sure. We may have surrendered all attachment to material things, but we gotta make money to rent the mountain somehow.
Thank you!
Let's see here. Oh, hi. This is quite lewd.
Well, sex sells. Especially weird indie sex.
I see. Brother Lawrence, how are you transcribing this artwork of a large-breasted candelabra?
Brother Lawrence doesn't answer, but you could see him sweating profusely.
Oh, you like the Candela boob. I wrote a whole series on her. Check it out.
Yang Yang fans out some zines that make Brother Lawrence faint dead away.
I see. These are, for sale.
Yep.
In the end, Yang Yang ends up leaving with 45 copies of her zine and a little more money in her pocket. You gain 2 creativity for your suggestion and also for beholding the majestic Candela boob. But you lose 2 smarts.
Ready for some feline felonies.
The Candela boob. It's pronounced the bibble. The what? The bibble? That sounds like heresy. Let's go to the hotel.
At the hotel, you carefully put on your cosplay. You're ready to go, except, uh-oh, you feel a rumble in your belly. There's no time to take off your costume, so you'll have to poop in cosplay. It's a strange experience. You rarely see a fictional character pooping. Your toilet-based cosplay gives you a better understanding of the character. Here's 2 creativity for broadening your knowledge in an unexpected way. Later, you and April trudge back to your hotel room after a long day of conning.
I can't wait to sleep. No, you can't go to bed yet. It's not even 3 a.m.
Is that a crash? Is that a legally distinct Crash Bandicoot doll?
What would I be doing at 3 a.m. besides sleeping? Watching anime, of course. That's prime viewing time. I mean, I like anime as much as the next girl, but we've been busy all day and... Do it! Anime! Anime!
Well, shucks, when you put it like that, I still want to tell you to shut the fuck up!
April, you already work so hard. Don't you think you deserve a nice, relaxing, night-long anime binge? What I deserve after this crazy weekend is a drink. Who said we weren't drinking? Look who's in my backpack! It's our dear friend, bottle of sake. Oh, okay. You should have opened with that.
You pour yourselves glasses of sake and pull up Munchie-Roll. Problem is, there are over 1,000 animes to choose from.
Alright, Nez, you'll be a designated option chooser. What anime should we watch?
Ooh, new event, new Huh. What should we watch?
Slice of Life. There's nothing more relaxing than Slice of Life, so watch Slice of Life, the cooking anime about a young chef who's secretly a cannibal. Or watch hentai. Good to decompress to, and the plot tends to be easy to follow.
All my instincts are telling me to choose the obvious option. However, I feel like we might learn something creative from the Slice of Life cannibalism anime.
The porn is calling me like the Green Goblin mask.
I'm sorry, we're going with slice of life.
Slice of life, that surely's a choice. I'm in for a second watch. It sounds cozy. I think cozy would be good now. April, you're in for a ride.
Not long after, you're finishing the pilot. Protagonist is facing impossible odds in the cooking school entry exam.
Come on, Izami, you can do it. Yeah, didn't you like when Isami's grandpa said you'll enter the cooking school even if I have to die for it to happen, grandson?
He's gonna cook his grandfather for the entrance exam.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very heartwarming moment. The question sounds weirdly specific, Zoe. What? No, it was just a sweet detail I appreciate as a returning viewer for no deeper reason. Is he going to cook, Grandpa? Maybe.
Several hours later, your binge watching continues as the sun starts to rise.
Isami, don't be a fool. You may love Inoue, but she could be the key ingredient to win the barbecue tournament. Aren't you hungry, guys? Let's go get some breakfast. Are you out of your mind? On that cliffhanger? No way, we're ordering breakfast to the room. Now shush, it's time to drunk sing the ending.
It's been a delight to see these two properly unwind, and it's good to finally put something in your stomach after all this sake. You gain 2 creativity for choosing the cooking anime, and lose 2 fun from not choosing the hentai.
Let's con some.
What do you mean I
contours.
got an achievement for that? They give you an achievement for refusing the hentai? Are you kidding me?
Easiest team achievement of my life. What do you mean easy? Okay, dog. Let's go to the main stage. What are we though? We are the Visionary. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you'd be. Are you a grappler? Are you a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize you are the very rare lover. A highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense, you are better fit for a dating sim. You gain 2 smarts for achieving such self-awareness. My Sakurai, my love. You're spending the day touring the con with Zoe, one of your favorite people, surrounded by all your favorite stuff. What could be better? Well, except for the fact that it seems like she's got something on her mind. She's weirdly spacey. She doesn't even seem to hear you when you ask her if she wants yaoi or yuri flavored bubba tea.
Huh? What? Oh, I don't mind. Get me either. Love is love, right?
You look around for something that might catch her interest and spot someone in a horrifying Garfield cosplay. Maybe you could ask for a picture.
OMG!
I love it. Let's go over and... sorry, what were we talking about?
Uh-oh. She's getting voicemail from her cult? This really isn't like Zoe. You ask her if everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just like there's a super blood moon tonight, which means one of Zagord's things. So all these stupid evil cults keep trying to summon me to destroy reality. It's really fucking annoying. Like, I'm not an entity of destruction and despair anymore. People, get with it. I guess not everyone got the memo that I'm out of the game.
That is annoying. Don't these stupid cults realize their attempts to destroy reality are interrupting your time with Zoe? You'd better find a way to stop them from bugging her. Well, spread the rumor that Zagord has been vanquished. Write an obituary to be published in the weekly Dark Arts newspaper, where Zoe could edit her summoning settings to allow voicemail. It'll save her from having to answer these fuckers, and you can record a silly voicemail message together. We shall write, and therefore be creative. Write an obituary.
Cool.
Nezja, that's genius. Faking my death to avoid an awkward social situation should have been my first thought. Obituaries aren't usually smutty though, aren't they? I might be a bit out of my depth writing one.
No worries, when it comes to sensitive matter like a tasteful obituary, there's only one source to trust. WikiHow is how to write an obituary that will leave them bawling.
Okay, paragraph 1. Announce the name and time of death.
Huh.
Easy. In a pocket dimension outside of time, Zigord was finally vanquished in an epic battle with... should I say the Coven? I always wanted to be vanquished by them. Do it. Live your vanquishing dreams. In an epic battle with the Coven, Zigord was infinity billion years old. What else? Give a quick summary of their life. It's hard to summarize a life that long, but Zigord spawned, then spent millennia destroying various universes as an eldritch abomination with dread. Ought to do it, right? Right, okay. Next to it, it says, add some details about hobbies and passions. What was Zigord into? Destruction? Sounds a bit one note. What if we said you were into wakeboarding? Okay, perfect. That's literally the most eldritch sport. Anything else? Just one thing. Provide details about the funeral service. Funeral? Never. Good riddance. LOL.
With the obituary complete, all that's left to do is mail it off to be polished. Published. Where's our heart?
That was fun. Maybe we could make faking my death a regular thing.
Even the most fun obituary is still -2 fun, but you do gain 2 creativity and the satisfaction of helping a friend.
Gotta make some
Double
money.
checking. The slice of life anime was the only one you didn't watch, so you officially watched every anime in this game.
Oh, I have.
That's why we got the achievement. Let's go to the community zone. Or the lobby.
You're strutting down the lobby, proud of your amazing cosplay. A kid approaches you. Could I have an autograph? Please. Oh, you have a little fan. You hand him an autograph. The kid yells, "Who is Nez?" He leaves crying as he realizes his favorite character is not real. Oops, forgot the stain character. You gain 2 boldness for being a ruthless person who just shattered someone's dreams. There's a meetup for fans of Liam Prom. So obviously you're going. It's awesome to see people supporting your friends.
So, Nez, how long have you been following Zoe for? We were fans of Zoe back when sacrificing goats to her was cool. But it's not cool anymore, eh? Don't go making sacrifices to Zoe if you were thinking of doing so. Yeah, no worries. I haven't done that since. Oh, hold that thought. Look, everyone, it's Zoe. And is that the Doug? Doug, you banned the bot I reported from Liam Prom Discord one time. It was really cool. Me? Cool? It was nothing, all part of a mod's job. This guy, am I right? He's like the sheriff of the server. Tell us how you got so cool, Doug. Come on, spare a tip or two. You want me to give advice on being cool? Oh gosh, hang on, I've got a notebook here with everything I've learned. Let's see.
How close am I to unlocking the Liam Prom plotline? I have no idea. Who is she cosplaying? You didn't get the reference? I think it's Ellie from The Last of Us. Or some other post-apocalyptic character with a bow and arrow. Or it's Katniss from The Hunger Games. You leave Doug to it and go check on your other friends who seem to be discussing the logistics of the meeting.
So Liam, what do you have planned to kick thing up to the next level?
What do you mean?
You're the star attraction. You gotta do something awesome to give fans of a unique Liam Prom experience they'll cherish forever.
Ah, I understand. You want me to perform the one-man German opera I've been working on.
I don't think that's quite what the fans are looking for, Liam.
Are you sure? I've been practicing and I really think I'm getting quite good. Here, let me warm up.
No opera! There's a reason Opera Liam was cut from the draft. It's got to be something a normal person would think is awesome too!
Liam, pretentious dork that he is in no way qualified to judge what that might be. Looks like it's up to you to find the way to make this fan meet for the ages.
There's actually a Liam Prom plotline? Yes. I think it's the hardest one to unlock because there are multiple requirements.
Instead of commemorative tattoos, get commemorative scars. Stab everyone in the foot. It will last forever. Everyone's seen Liam turns into a bat. Some have seen Liam turns into a hot dog stand. But no one has seen Liam turn into a bouncy castle. Surprising, memorable, and you can bounce inside Liam. Crazy style! An hour later, you, your friends, and the other fans are having an awesome time inside the bouncy castle. That is Liam.
Whoa! Who would have thought bouncing around inside Liam could be so much fun?
Fuck yeah!
To be totally surrounded by the Liam the Lean Court. It's the ultimate Liam experience. The only thing better than being inside Liam is being inside Liam together, bouncing on it. Hey, we should get a group picture so we always remember the awesome time we had inside Liam together. Totally! We'd be telling the story of when they had fun inside Liam for years to come. Thanks again for letting us bounce around inside of you, Liam.
Whatever. This is all just research from my absurdist novella about a man who wakes up one morning to find himself transformed into a gigantic bouncy castle.
Oh, you say that, but I know you're having fun too, Liam. Right?
Fine, I'll admit, this is the second most fun time I've had 10 to 15 people inside of me, I guess. Second fun time. You're happy to be one of those 10 to 15 people. You gain 2 fun, but lose 2 boldness. Shopping time.
Come in, come in. Pick a box, any box.
I feel like we've already unlocked, I think, every character from my weird little village. Let's try to unlock every character in Major Arcana. Surely nothing. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I just know something hot dog or pancake related is gonna happen. The Emperor. During your turn, this item changes all the sound effects. Surely it's not the farts. Copacetic. I'll be a doll and scram.
Let's write a bestseller.
Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm! You are promised $1 million if you could endure one of these 4 excruciating activities. Are you willing to? Punch a bear, see what happens next. Brush the hair of your worst nightmare. Edit the script of your own death. Exercise temperance by playing 1,000 matches of an online video game with voice chat. You're having the best blind date ever, yet you're about to leave early. Why would you do such a thing? Gotta get back to your research as you think you're close to winning the Nobel Prize. You are not. Your date smells bad. This date might be blind, but it surely isn't smell blind. You want to achieve a new speedrun record for blind dates. You're waiting for an origami book to be delivered and you gotta be home to sign for it. You could be the next origami Michael Jordan. What sound effects did you give us? Oh. This is fine. This is completely fine. I will sip my coffee. At least we got cute ducks. The Da Vinci! We're the Da Vinci! Got any grapes? That's a really deep cut. Let's go to the hotel. You're in the hotel room sewing your cosplay costume when you mistakenly sew it onto the bed's blanket. You could unsew it, but that would mean admitting you made a mistake. You decide to properly implement a blanket in the costume design and leave your dumb ego intact. Look at you being a stubborn dum-dum. Here, have 2 creativity for such out-of-the-box thinking. Hello, Hermit. You head back to the hotel room with Liam and Omen and walk in on Doug letting the SpookyCon mascot use his laptop for some reason. Great.
Hey guys, I'd like you to meet my friend Pom Pom. He's helping me get a better life.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we got to chatting outside and I was talking about how much I love comics and movies, cause you can live vicariously through the characters. And he said he knows a way for me to live a new life in real life. We just have to swap identities. He's almost done using my birth certificate and social security number to make a pretend ID with my name and face on it.
Don't fucking let him do that. He's stealing your identity.
No, he's swapping identities with me. Don't worry, it's an even trade. Yup, I get Doug's clean criminal record, and he gets a daily call from my parole officer.
Fear not, Liam. I have an idea.
Omen snatches Doug's laptop out of Pom Pom's hands and throws it out the window.
Hey, I was using that. I'm not leaving until I get a new identity. Yeah, that's fair.
It's not fair. He tried to scam you.
Hey, I said he could have a new identity, and I'm a slime of my word. Do you have any spare identity he could have, Nez?
Well,
Time to put your years of experience creating amazing TTRPG character sheets to work. This is the same thing, but illegal. Trust in carcinization, a proven form of conversion evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan. This means you will eventually get a new identity as a crab. No. Reject crab. Embrace Da Vinci.
that wouldn't even work. Character sheets have no legal bearing on.
Okay, Pom Pom, you can either do a melee build or caster build, or healer build. Which one sounds like the most fun? Well, I guess melee?
Melee is good, but it's weaker without a party. I recommend balancing yourself with some healing spells or at least a toughness feat. Why do you care? I thought you said this would not work. Well, it won't, but if you are going to do dumb shit, you should at least do it well.
Time to pick your class and stats. What do you want to be proficient in, buddy? I guess I want to be good at stealing and avoiding the cops. It would be great for me. Rogue it is.
Ooh, that sounds compelling. Can I be a rogue instead of a reformed villain? No. Killjoy.
Now I gotta pick your name. This is critical. A good name can make or break your TTRPG experience. I don't know, got any ideas?
Fortunately for you, I have already chosen the best name in existence. But it is not too late for you to take second prize and become Omen Jr.
Satisfied, Omen Jr. leaves to register his character sheet at the DMV. You gain 2 creativity for helping him remake himself, but lose 2 smarts. The Box Escapist! No longer the Da Vinci. At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her zines are about. They're about you, she says. Okay, Yang Yang. You open one of her fanzines. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel like you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered. You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't even seen before. You're bowled over by your own 2 charm. Sometime later, you and Nico are getting kebabs at the food truck when a little girl stops to compliment Nico's Astral cosplay. Astral Princess cosplay.
Aw, thank you so much. Wanna take a selfie together? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, cheese! Yay, we look so cute. You have a great day, okay? And remember to always believe in the power of friendship!
Yuck. How did you survive an entire conversation with that booger eater without making it cry?
Astral princesses don't make anyone cry unless they're beautiful happy tears over the power of good friends.
That brings up another question. What is the power of friendship thing you're always espousing?
You're not saying it right. It's not the power of friendship. It's the power of friendship!
I do not think I'm capable of speaking with that many rainbows.
Anyway, how do I harness this alleged friendship power?
Could it power a generator? Perhaps a death ray?
No, silly baka, the power of friendship can't be exploited like that. It has to come from the strong bonds you feel with the people closest to you.
Okay, so it is a sort of shared manual labor thing.
What if I hired a bunch of minions and forced them to be friends? And made them power the death ray, would that work?
You've got a funny feeling that Omen won't let this go, but you shouldn't help them make a death ray. What can the power of friendship do that would impress them? It's always testifying for your friend in court, even if they're definitely guilty. It's a clean energy source. If we lobby the government to fund friendship power plants, we could maybe reverse climate change. Maybe. Testify in court.
Good point, Nez. There's no crime that a loyal friend can't bail you out of. Oh my, then this power of friendship is a useful tool indeed. Yup, but hopefully we'll never have to use it.
Cut to 36 hours later with Nico on the witness stand at the courthouse.
Just to reiterate, you're confirming that the defendant was with you last Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m., making it impossible for her to be at the crime scene where 3 victims were killed with a flail.
You betcha. Wink.
That's a real life friend right there.
Did you just wink and shoot finger guns at the defendant?
Maybe.
You know that lying under oath is a criminal offense, right?
I do now. But it doesn't matter because I'm telling the truth. Omen didn't kill anyone. A wink.
I totally owe you one, Nico.
Your Honor, this is highly suspicious. I agree, but winking and or finger gunning on the witness stand is not technically illegal. I have to let it slide.
Exactly. Why do you modern folk act like everything should be illegal? Winking, attacking strangers with a flail.
Just let people live their lives, damn it.
And that's how women dodge a murder charge with the power of friendship. Yippee! You gain 2 boldness, but lose 2 charm. Quack quack. Quack? Quack quack. The ego death. Let us go to main stage. You attend the panel on how to add loot boxes to games. Short answer is that you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain 2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random of smarts. KK. After the panel, you, Doug, Nico, and Zoe get in line to get an autograph from John Trueblood, the actor who played Wubba in the hit TV show Oops All Wizards.
I can't believe I'm gonna get an autograph from John frickin' Trueblood. Somebody pinch me.
Are you gonna get him to sign his catchphrase? I always love it when Wubba goes, There's too many wizards.
Nah, I like his running gag better. When he's like, but guys, when are we getting pizza? It's funny.
Wow, you really prefer my pizza gag.
John Trueblood, you've been listening the whole time?
Yeah, you've been actually holding up the queue for a while, but it's okay. Did you know I actually improvised that line myself?
Really? It's my favorite line in the show. I even looked up at the top 10 best pizza joints in the city to get pizza tonight in Wubba's honor.
Oh, best pizza in the city. That sounds great. Mind if I tag along?
Pizza with a celebrity? OMG!
Cut to the so-called best pizza joint in the city. The pizza's actually kind of mid, but who cares? John Trueblood is here and he's like 6 beers deep.
It's so nice to finally meet people who appreciate my creativity. I just know the writers were jealous when I improvised that genius line. They were all, John, stop shoehorning pizza in all your scenes, stick to the script. That devil thespian killing script. I think jealousy is why they killed me off, you know. They were like, you literally never stick to the script, we have no choice but to kill you off, but I read the subtext there!
Yeah. Listen, Mr. Trueblood, this has been really fun, but we've been here for 3 hours and it's getting late.
You're right, time has flown, hasn't it? We haven't even gone to the other 9 pizza joints yet.
The other 9? What?
You said you looked up the 10 best pizza joints in town, right? We've got to try them all. You know the saying, but guys, where are we getting pizza?
Great.
Had to mute to sneeze. Oh god, that's not a commitment I signed up for. Nez, can you think of a polite way to ditch this guy?
Convince the TV execs to rehire him for the show. Somehow, he can make the writers miserable and not you. Learn from the writers and script this guy's death so we can cut him from Monster Prom for Monsacon. Well, we could cut him from the game.
What? Are you sure? Killing him sounds pretty mean.
Maybe this might be bold though.
It's okay, Doug. The deed must be done, and I have killed with my death note before. I will write his death to be a painless heart attack. Sure, and when that doesn't work, I'll drop an anvil on his head. Where are you going to get an anvil? Doesn't that seem a little absurd? Nah, it's Roadrunner Liam's favorite weapon of murder. I did some research and it happens to be a more common cause of death than you'd imagine.
So, just out of curiosity, how much longer are you all going to sit there, loudly whispering and plotting my death?
Whoops. Don't worry, I already wrote his name down any minute now.
Look, if y'all want me to go that bad, I'll fucking go. I'm so sorry that I thought I finally found my people. So much for that.
John Trueblood storms out of the pizzeria and is crushed by falling anvil.
Told you, Doug, it's way more common than you think. But what if it happened only because we wrote it down? We can't rule that out. I think we might be too powerful as scriptwriters. Yeah, let's agree never to co-write a script ever again unless absolutely necessary.
You all shake on it, gaining 2 creativity and the shared guilt of killing Wubba off a second time. You lose 2 charm. Oh well.
Let's go to the zone.
You sit down to play an experimental TTRPG game called Dancing with Dragons. TTRPG game?
That's like chai tea.
It's a typical Tolkien-esque fantasy setting, but all the battles are decided in DDR matches against your opponents. Awesome! You carry your party because you've got moves for days. It's a little unfairly skewed because your game master has broken a foot. That's not your fault. You gain 2 fun kicking ass with your S-rank DDR skills. You and Nico are roaming the community zone when you find Omen muttering to herself in a corner.
Hark! What ails you, my foul-mouthed friend?
I joined up with some people to play a tabletop game, but they kicked me out for the match for no fucking reason.
I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm being unjustly maligned. Really? That isn't fair at all. Let me talk to them. Greetings, fellow warriors. I heard that you kicked my friend out of your battle. You mean the Iron Maiden lady? Yeah, she was kind of being the worst. She barely knew the rules, she cheated, and on a few of the rules she did know, she stabbed Kenny in the leg. Not cool!
This whimpers Kenny, who's using his Superman cape as a tourniquet around his wound.
I see. Yeah, they're probably not gonna invite you back. Stabbing one of them was kinda extreme.
He looked at me funny. I rose to the challenge of my enemy.
Omen, look at me, baby doll. You have no enemies. Nobody in this world deserves to get hurt.
Except for Kenny. Fuck that guy.
But I admit that you are more skilled in the arts of talking and being nice. How do you propose I convince them to let me rejoin the game, Nico? It would take a miracle, which is why Nez is the perfect woman for the job.
Yup, this is your problem. Now coach Omen on how to behave so the tabletop gamers will take her back.
Well... What do we do? Having good manners is just learning a different way to say things. Well played is code for I will kill you in your sleep, you bastard. Or, it's too late for them to accept Omen. Just kidnap one of the players and wear their face as a mask. They won't even need to restart the current match. Well, we haven't tried this option yet. Now you're speaking my language, the language of murder.
Omen lurks by the door, and when Kenny leaves to go to the bathroom, she pounces on him and carves his face off with her knife. To avoid disturbing players with delicate sensibilities, we will represent Omen wearing Kenny's face with an emoji.
How do I look?
Bloody and terrifying!
My favorite.
She enters the room. They let her play, but it's hard to say if your plan worked or if they're all just too scared to anger someone wearing their friend's face. Either way, everyone is so distracted and disturbed that Omen wins.
It worked! You are an unmitigated genius, Nez.
I always believed in you, Omen. Can you stop wearing the face now, though?
Sure, it stinks anyway.
You gain 2 boldness for your Grizzly Switcheroo, but lose 2 charm.
Time to get some a fresh air.
Ooh,
Let's call
this is
Yang
a
Yang again. You and Yang Yang decide to visit an art museum.
Ooh, this would sell well in the black market.
For someone with such DIY spirit and unconventional style, she's surprisingly knowledgeable about art and art history. She regales you with the anecdotes about Da Vinci's passion for cream cheese, and you learn Michelangelo loved peeing in the shower. On second thought, you think she might be making it up, but she sounds really excited about her DIY art history lessons.
And they say cats can't draw.
And all of a sudden, it's time for your last brainstorming session for your comic. Where did the time go? The muse is whispering in your ear, telling you forbidden secrets are now within your reach. What do you wish for her to whisper? The solution to the Erdos Faberlovas conjecture, a math problem so nerdy I won't finish it. Previously unheard of, 8th deadly sin that's deadlier than the other 7 combined. Lottery numbers. The inspiration to write the much needed sequel to Cars 3. It's taken you many years, but you finally decided what you want tattooed on your chest. A tiger, Paul Erdos, a butterfly that doesn't adhere to beauty standards, or all the hottest people that you know. A butterfly. The face reminds you of Tales from the Borderlands? Yeah. Hit game Tales from the Borderlands, where Handsome Jack first showed up in. Yup. Definitely the first game to think of when you're reminded of Handsome Jack. Right. What are we? The Artful. Somehow I still prefer the Da Vinci. Let's go to vendors. We've been to the merch hall for so many days. Not a single event with Yang Yang. Anyway, this is scripted, so. Oh wait, maybe it's because we keep going to the merch hall first, so we're cannibalizing our event opportunities for Yang Yang. Whoops, I just realized that. Because the plot activates the first event. Whoops, never mind. It was me all along, I was the problem. You find a stand at the merch hall that sells hyper-realistic VR headsets. You buy one immediately. VR is the future. You put it on and you see your surroundings. Yep, it's a scam. The headset is basically a football helmet and a pair of glasses. No refunds allowed, but the headset does look good on you. Like, to charm. Good. It's still quacking. As the con draws to a close, you've been getting a lot closer to Yang Yang. She's decided to invite you to her apartment tonight!
Hi, hi, hi! Come on in.
She leads you into her living room. You notice that the room is covered in handmade blankets, and her wall art is made of upcycled cans and bottles. And her TV appears to be a puppet show stage with sock puppets dressed as Seinfeld characters.
Your decor is interesting. Do you love it or do you love it? I made it all myself. Including the sofa. Especially the sofa. But please don't sit on it. The paper mache hasn't finished drying. Okay. I'm really into DIY projects. Why buy when you can make, you know? In an era of hyper-consumerism, it's also more ethical to make your own clothes and furniture. And it's more fun! I'd rather have a one-of-a-kind sofa made of glue and shredded newspaper than whatever IKEA's rolling off on their conveyor belts. I feel you, DIY is awesome, and I love a lady who's good with her hands.
Hey, yo!
Aw, thanks! So what sorts of DIY projects do you like to do?
You were just trying to butter Yang Yang up. It's not like you could actually do anything with your hands. Now she's all hyped up. You can't backtrack now. Time to impress her with your DIY hobby. DIY living things. You've read that you could make your own tiny people via a method called the Hanky Panky. Oh. Or DIY pharmaceuticals. Oh. Look, man, it doesn't seem like either of these two are gonna get us creativity, so we're choosing the one that implies sex. DIY living beings.
Wait, I think I've heard of that. There was a thread about it on DIY Freaks Forum. Let me look it up.
Yang Yang takes out her phone with a DIY crochet case and starts searching.
Here it is. Hold on. They're talking about sex. Yeah. Huh. I never thought about it, but yeah, I guess sex is basically a collaborative DIY project to make a baby. Or to just make an orgasm. That can be a project in and of itself.
Words are hard.
Lucky for me, I don't mind the time-consuming craft, if you know what I mean. So would you be interested in crafting with me someday? Maybe. Probably without the making a little person part. Sounds good to me. So, wanna snuggle and watch my favorite show? Sure.
Turns out, what Yang Yang means by watching her favorite show is performing all of Seinfeld from memory with her sock puppets. You fall asleep because Seinfeld is super comforting to watch, even if it's a sock puppet remake. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 smarts. Puppets.
Does Yang Yang have the stamina? Stamina's not stat anymore. She's a zombie, so probably. Let's go to the hotel.
You're outside the con when you see a bunch of sleepy-looking people sitting down.
Hey, welcome to Smoker's Lounge.
One of them says to you, "There's no smoker's lounge, so we decided to make one out here. Want a puff?" Seen too many PSAs to say yes to drugs, but you strike up a conversation with them while they get high off their asses. They have interesting opinions on snacks, ASMR videos, and 2001 Space Odyssey. You listen to them, inhaling their weed fumes, and it gives you 2 creativity. You come across your favorite lovable slime guy. He seems fixated on a small beeping device that sounds like a chiptune and nostalgia.
Oh hey Nez, check out my new virtual pet. Isn't it cool?
The screen is covered in pop-ups promising hot, horny singles in your area.
Oh, that's a QuickTime event. You gotta click as many ads as possible to get your pet a cookie. This thing's full of fun mini games. I just did one when I entered where I entered my social security number and my pet got a fancy hat. Neat, right?
Poor sweet cybersecurity ignorant Doug. You can actually ask where he bought this disaster waiting to happen.
That's the great part. I got it for free. I got lost in the weird dark hallway of the con and a mysterious stranger offered to me.
Never take things from the back room's mascot.
At first I thought it was a little weird, but he insisted like 3 different times that it was a scam, so I figured it's probably not a scam. I think he called it a Tamagotcha?
Right. You ask if you could play with a Tamagotcha for a bit while he grabs you both some sodas. Doug always happy to obliges. As soon as he's gone, you do the only sensible thing, flush the Tamagotcha down the toilet. Sure, you could have just told Doug it was a scam, but he was already too attached to the pet. This was definitely the kindest move.
I got the sodas, one for you, one for me, one for... Hey, where'd my pet go? I thought you were looking after it.
Aw, beans! You can't very well tell him the truth. He'd be heartbroken. Better come up with something else. Build and animate a flesh construct and tell Doug that there was a whole Pinocchio situation while he was out, and now this is his pet. Best lies are half-truths. Tell Doug the pet went down the toilet willingly. Build! You excuse yourself and quickly whip up a flesh construct. They're super forbidden for being total crimes against nature, but this is for Doug.
Ta-da! Your Tamagotcha wished so hard to become real, a fairy granted its wish. Wow, my very own virtual pet in the flesh. Like so much flesh.
You and Doug spend the afternoon caring for the horrible flesh monster. First up, playtime!
Okay, boy, try fetch the stick. Go! Doug? I think it's trying to chew that guy's face off. Uh-oh. No, boy, not the face! The stick! The stick! Oh, man. Well, that was my bad. I should have made sure he was fed first. You wanna go get some hot dogs, boy?
The queue for the hot dog stand is incredibly short, probably because most people ahead of you lost their appetite at the sight of the construct eating someone's face.
Sorry everyone, he gets cranky when he's hungry. Okay, all that and now it won't even touch the hot dogs. Maybe it only eats living flesh? Good gosh, looking after a real pet is hard. I think I need to do the responsible thing.
Come evening, you're standing at the edge of some woods. Doug tears up as he removes the flesh creature's collar.
This is for the best. You were meant to be free, and I can hardly provide for me and my figurine collection, let alone you two. Goodbye, boy. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, father. I love you.
With that, the nightmarish affront to nature disappears into the trees.
Probably to disrupt the local ecosystem forevermore.
Good riddance.
You take Doug to buy more figurines to cheer him up. You gain 2 smarts for performing forbidden magic, but you lose 2 charm.
Goodbye, fleshy child of horror. It talks?
It talks.
You're tired from all the shenanigans at the con, but a severe case of FOMO prevents you from going back to the hotel. If you take a power nap here in the lobby, you'll be well rested and technically not miss out. Lots of people trip on you, but they say nothing as they imagine you sleeping as a cosplay performance referencing some movie or anime. You get some rest and 2 boldness for not giving a single fuck.
Later, you're hanging out at the courtyard with your pals
When you see a group of people smacking each other with foam weapons, it's a soft combat club. Look, violence is happening.
Can we join? I'm down to try it. Do you think they'd let me use a broadsword? I've always thought of myself as a broadsword guy. You'll need the broadest sword they have to defeat me. I'm taking you down.
Nico and Doug take up their foam weapons, enter the arena, and start fighting. Doug swings at Nico, who falls dramatically to the ground. In my head, Nico did a death drop and a split.
Wow, Doug, good swing. On one hand, I'm moderately sad that Nico is dead now, as I had grown fond of them. But on the other hand, I'm happy that you finally embrace violence.
Nico stands up and laughs.
You're a fool if you think that's enough to take me down. Wait, how the hell did Nico survive such a blow? Do they possess some immortal-like power that we haven't disclosed so far? They're only foam weapons, Omen. Nobody's really getting hurt.
What? That is highly ineffective material for weapons. Who's the idiot blacksmith behind this joke?
Wow, Nico, that was fun and safe. Good match. Totally. Hey, Omen, Nez, we're done here. Wanna try?
Of course. Come, Nez, let us show these weaklings a proper duel. Luckily, I always carry my own weapons, so I could easily avoid such blunders. What?
Doug lends you a foam broadsword, which doesn't make you feel protected against Omen, as she's carrying what is absolutely a very real morning star. How the hell are you going to survive this? Well, Souls-likes have taught you it's all about dodge, parry, roll. Since you aren't good at dodging or parrying, it's time to roll around Omen. Maybe the trick for soft combat is those soft skills they taught you on your last job. You know, active listening, emotional intelligence, time management. Rolling. Good plan. You roll around the arena like an armadillo on crack. Omen swings wildly, but she can't land a single hit, and with every missed hit, she gets madder. Stop it! Stay still so I can hit you, damn it!
No, Omen, don't hit me. I'm just an ooh little cinnamon roll.
I don't even know what that means, and it pissed me off.
Don't you like my fancy rolling, Omen? It's so fancy, they should call me the Rolls Royce.
Shut up!
Hey, Omen, guess what? Do you know what my favorite type of music is? Ooh, I bet it's country. I've always thought she has big country energy.
Let me guess. It's rock and roll.
Nope, it's rock and roll, get it? Nez, you are the most annoying opponent I have ever faced. I'm going to smash your stupid skull open! Just, when I can catch you, bastard.
Omen slowly collapses to the ground and passes out from exhaustion. Seems like the real Metal Morning Star was heavy. You help Omen off the battlefield and back to your friends. You feel like you must have earned her respect now that you've bested her in soft combat.
You look shattered, Omen. You wanna go grab some food? Maybe some sushi rolls? I'm going to fucking kill you.
Omen tries to choke you to death, but she's so exhausted it only kills you a little bit. Adorable. You ain't too fun for resorting to to video game logic, but lose to charm. They saw you rolling, and they were definitely hating.
And now, for the last event. Let's go to the zone.
You check out the games going on at the community zone, and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games, then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick! You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the royal game of Ur. Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you to fun. You're sitting in the lobby when Nico and Omen walk up with a notebook looking troubled.
Nico, you're an expert on this whole being good thing, are you not? Yes, I did lots of research on being a hero to cosplay one accurately. I walked tons of old ladies across the street, even a few who said they weren't going that way, silly old biddies. Good, here's the situation. I'm required by the Redemption Arc program to write a short essay on the good deeds I've done this week. The trouble is, I've done so many good deeds, I cannot fit them into one page. Will you help me pick the best ones? Totally! You've got a list there? Let me see. Used an elevator. Did not stab the bus driver. Ate a hot dog. I hate to break it to you, love, but these aren't good deeds. They're just normal behavior.
What? Then what the fuck constitutes as a good deed?
Good deeds are supposed to help people or improve society in general. Did you not see that I ate a hot dog? I saved society from my hunger-induced rage. You're fucking welcome. It also kinda implied that your good deeds shouldn't benefit you directly. This is asinine. I'm unredeeming myself and returning to a life of evil. Goodbye. No, I miss you. If you get imprisoned for evilness again, we won't be able to hang out anymore. Well, that may be inevitable unless you could help me pull off an easy essay-worthy good deed before tonight's meeting.
There's no time to lose. Help Omen think of a good deed to do, Stat.
I'm a good deed to do.
Write a letter to your local congressperson asking for meaningful change. It's like a socially conscious version of writing a letter to Santa. Donate blood. They usually don't ask whose blood it is.
A bit later, Omen and Nico roll up to the blood bank.
Hello?
Says the nurse at the front desk.
Are you three here to donate blood today?
Yes, we have 2 bags of the stuff. I request that you only use it to save someone cool.
What is this? It's blood. No need to thank us.
Actually, I was hoping to receive some thanks and perhaps a lollipop.
Oh, but you're supposed to donate your own blood.
Exactly. I took this blood and therefore it is mine.
It's nice and fresh too. This bag's even still warm. That isn't comforting. Where did you get this blood?
As you said they would not ask.
I said they usually don't. Can I get a supervisor here? Abort! Abort! I'm on it!
Omen knocks out the nurse with her flail. Blood gushes over her head wound.
Well, no reason not to let that go to waste.
You fill the bag with the nurse's blood and add it to your generous donation. What good citizens you are! You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 charm.
Achievement unlocked!
Okay.
Who will be your con love? None of these assholes, because we are gonna be romancing. Yang Yang. But first, the comic. Finally, the Ort gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Wanda's Big Trip is a brain-melting comic in which we follow a character's journey through the cosmic limits of the mind and beyond. Wanda will initiate the titular transformative trip when she goes far in her search for inspiration for her isekai manga project. But she won't be alone. She'll find an unexpected guide and mentor in Error, an entity that might not be real. Together, they will traverse the astral territories of the subconscious and meet its many strange inhabitants, such as the entire population of Portugal, which represents Wanda's fear of crowded spaces. It won't be an easy journey, but they will face all kinds of metaphorical obstacles, like editing the script of her own death. But Wanda will persevere, for she has a grand motivation that fuels her. There's a package arriving at her home between 9 and 11 tomorrow. In the end, she might be looking away back home, but she will find something much more transcendental. Inspiration to write the much-needed sequel, Cars 3. Cinema. You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you, because Yang Yang's already stolen your heart.
Ooh, the con after party. I'd love to go. They wouldn't let me book a zine booth there, but they can't stop me from selling them out of my pockets.
And the after party was awesome. With your help, Yang Yang sold all her zines in the first hour, mostly to people who wanted you two to stop shoving zines in their faces. The Power Couple, the Sigma Grind Set. She spent the rest of the night in a great mood, and after the party, she took you back to her place, and one thing led to another. You may not be super into DIY stuff, but you're surely experimented with a bit of DIY. Do Yang Yang yourself.
Hey, yo!
Do you think she could segment her body like a zombie, considering that she's a Jiangshi while they're doing it? Just a thought. Like, you think she could take her head off in the middle of it so it could do other things in places? Just a thought.
Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said we didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there, with us. And with that came a truth. To this day, we hold close to our hearts, that no matter where we were, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel once again young and unafraid. And it reminds us, even as years go by, you'll always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to do.
Okay, and
So many
there we go
companies
with
treat you like you're robbing like a thief.
Yang Yang's
You don't
secret
have to
ending.
fear, it won't happen
We got
with
to
me.
date
We
the
were
fanzine
meant to
seller.
trust each other.
What's next? Who's next? Bruce or Wyatt, or one of the classic Monster Prom interests? If I could go on a date with any Monster Prom character in real life, who would it be? As much as I love Fussy, April seems scary. She seems real scary. Probably Zoe or Polly. Hard mode, you can't say April. I feel like that's a praying mantis type situation with April. I feel like there's death at the end of that road.
When you stream, you would not believe
I'm gonna check the list of other Friendomat characters that we could do. There's Miranda, there's Scott, there's Vera, Bruce, Gerard, Kale, Mamimi, Wyatt. I'm not sure if I have Mamimi unlocked. I don't think I have her unlocked. I don't have Yifeng unlocked yet. What if... Let's go with an old Monster Prom character. We could go with an old Monster Prom character. Wyatt's a real challenge. In order to succeed, the player at the end must avoid any of their stats being equal to any of the 4 numbers Wyatt assigns at the start of the route. What the fuck? Well, shit. Okay, dog. We have to be at the top of our game for that one. I feel like we'll save that one for like the end of the for the season finale. Let's go with... I don't know if I have Bruce unlocked. If I don't have Bruce unlocked, we'll go with one of the original Monster Prom characters. Maybe Miranda, Scott, or Vera. But anyway, that'll be that for today's MonsterCon Sundays. We got to romance Yang Yang. She's a DIY girlfriend. She's very cute. When she's not shoving her fanzine down your throat. She's shoving something else down your throat. Ayo. Anyway, thank you everyone to stop by and chat, chilled out, used as a second monitor content, and stayed with us as we played through and read through Yang Yang's plotline and secret ending. Once again, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. On Wednesday, we will be reading through See You Soon for Arc Knights. Saturday, probably going to be reacting to Ambient Synesthesia 2025. Next Sunday, we might be romancing one of the OG Monster Prom characters or Bruce. Who knows? I'll check what I have unlocked. Until then, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you friendos next time. Bye-bye.